teaching it primarily on that. Alright guys, we have Kanga with us for a 6-week board and train. Kanga is 8 months old, so not quite a puppy, more in that adolescent phase. And she's basically here to get some better control and a handle on her obedience. As you can see, she's a little all over the place. She doesn't really have too much connection. She just wants to go sprinting ahead and just lots and lots of excitement. So first couple weeks are pretty basic. We just hang out with them. We teach them a routine and build relationships. So what we're doing out here with her today is identifying different motivators with her for starters. So one of the things we'll do definitely within the first 2 weeks, especially if the dog has food drive, is to hand feed them the majority of their food, and not so much use that food as a reward, but use it as a baseline to show the dog where I want them to be. So especially now that we're out here in the field, you can just see all of that excitement. We're going to try to give her a half-hearted recall, see if she responds. Kanga, come! Oh, good. And she flies right by me, right? So you see, like, she comes, but like she's sitting disconnected, facing away from me, and her focus is just not on me. Kanga, come! Kanga, come! Oh, good. Good girl. And again, you see? And this all right here, she's anticipating the belly rub and the affection from the human, which I could clearly see here, right? Because she came when cold, next thing she does is that flop over, right? So, like, there's some compliance there, but it's very untamed and she can't hold it for long. She goes right back to kind of that frantic being disconnected. Now, you know, sniff walks, definitely a good healthy thing, and that's another thing we're going to allow her to do. Just get a good amount of exercise, let it out in a good way for the first couple of weeks, and learn how to have some fun. But you can just see she's jumping all over people. She's, we call it ping-ponging, just all over the place. So I'm going to break some motivators out. We're going to start with her dinner. So you can just see, look, she sees food and immediately the brain goes into that excitement, jumping all over. So we're going to channel some of that into a positive manner, and we're going to start working on some engagement with her. Hold that food ball. So she's disconnected from me, she's away. First thing I'm going to do is call her name, mark it with a yes, a positive marker when she turns around and responds, and feed her out of my hand. Kanga! Kanga! Yes! Oh, good. And you see even how she flies in? I'm using the food to show her, like, hey, when you come in, I want you to end up in front of me, not going past me and not jumping up at me. Okay. And certainly not doing that belly flop. And that's definitely a taught behavior fabric. When humans, you know, the dog comes in, oh, good girl, they start petting them all over the belly and they flop over like a flounder. So I'm not even really using the word come. All I'm doing right here, right now, guys, is her name and rewarding that engagement. Kanga! Yes! Oh, good girl. Now, if she stops and disconnects, I'm going to stop. When she continues pressing forward, oh, good. I'm going to keep going. And when she stayed with me for a little bit, I'm going to release her and give her the jackpot or the remainder, okay, of what's left in my hand. And then we move on. So what we're accomplishing, again, with this, guys, is I'm teaching her engagement and I'm teaching her name recognition. So even before we... Kanga! Yes! Oh, good. Good girl. Even before we get into sit, 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 or down, what's most important, if she's not with me, focused on me and engaged with me, there's no point of going to that next level with obedience. Oh, good. Good girl. Okay. Good. All right, so I'm going to do one more handful off of that. I'm going to give her some space. Kanga! Yes! Oh, that's good. Good girl. She stops, I stop. Good. Train starts going again. And I'm walking in a box, circular motion. She disconnects, nothing happens. She takes too long. Yes. I might say her name or add a little bit of leash pressure to kind of get her back. Kanga. Yes. Good. Girl. Okay. Good. Alright, so let me take a look at that toy. Alright, good. There we go. Good. There we go. So we got some toy drive here. That's definitely a good thing. So a lot of times when we're dealing too, guys, with overexcitement, a lot of times that's just the dog telling us that we need to exert that drive in another manner, right? Because she's a whole mix of different breeds. There's clearly golden retriever in here, and her owner's even told me she has a little bit of pity, believe it or not, somewhere in there. So, oh, good. Get it. So, very high drive, excitable working dog, and that's good. Good girl. And that's all things we want to use to our advantage, and really just work on building that relationship and teaching her the routine for the next couple of weeks. Kanga! Oh, good. Yeah, very good. So a good 15-20 minutes of this, she's going to be, Kanga! Oh, good. She's going to be good and tired and ready to take a nap. So crate training, we're definitely big on that. So after we've exercised, had those needs met, oh good. After, we've gone potty and they do everything they need to do, we go back and we settle down, have some crate time, settle down, learn that we're not going to have the run of the house, jumping all over furniture and just have an opportunity to get in trouble. Good. All right, guys. So we're going to cut there. Good. And we're going to catch everybody a little later with an update on her. Take care now.